Most discussions of niacin in the context of ND plus supplementation frame its mechanism entirely in terms of ND plus synthesis. It's a precursor. It feeds the pathway. It raises levels. This framing, while accurate, is dramatically incomplete. Niacin uniquely activates a receptor called GPR109A, also designated HCA2 or HCR2, and through this receptor triggers biological effects that have nothing to do with ND+, and that NR and NMen, by virtue of their different chemistry, completely lack the ability to replicate. GPR109A activation cascades into anti-inflammatory signaling, improved intestinal barrier function, immune modulation, and neuroprotection. These are not minor side benefits. They represent a mechanistic argument for niacin's relevance to some of the most important disease categories in aging, including atherosclerosis, inflammatory bowel conditions, metabolic syndrome, and potentially neurodegenerative disease. When researchers say niacin works through multiple mechanisms, GPR109A is a major part of what they mean. The implications for comparing niacin to NMen are significant. If your motivation for ND plus supplementation is cardiovascular protection, you're looking for a molecule that addresses both lipid metabolism and vascular inflammation. Niacin works on both axes through distinct pathways. NMen works on neither of these axes through GPR109A mediated mechanisms because it doesn't activate the receptor. You cannot get this pharmacological dimension from NMen at any dose. Emerging research is extending the GPR109A story further. Work on neuroinflammation suggests that GPR109A activation may protect against the kind of microglial inflammation associated with Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease progression. Cancer biology research has identified GPR109A activity as potentially anti-tumorigenic in certain cancer cell types, an effect that operates independently of NAD+ status. The gut microbiome connection is also gaining attention. Niacin influences gut bacteria through receptor-mediated mechanisms that alter microbial composition in ways that other NAD+ precursors don't replicate. The principle at work here is mechanism diversity. Compounds that act through multiple distinct biological pathways tend to deliver more robust real-world outcomes than compounds that are highly pathway-specific, because biological systems are redundant and interactive. Single-mechanism interventions can be outcompeted by feedback loops and compensatory responses. Multi-mechanism interventions are harder to circumvent. This is part of why aspirin, which acts through multiple anti-inflammatory and antiplatelet pathways, has remained clinically relevant for over a century, while more specific compounds have come and gone. Niacin's GPR109A activity may represent an analogous source of therapeutic durability that the newer, cleaner molecules have inadvertently traded away.